Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Special reason Joan Vassos took Golden Bachelorette break. Joan Vassos made headlines when she abruptly left the first season of The Golden Bachelor. She told Jerry Turner that her daughter needed her and family came first. The reality star took to Instagram earlier this week to share a special reason she took a break from The Golden Bachelorette. Keep reading for all the wholesome details. Joan Vassos' journey on Jerry Turner's season ended after just 3 episodes. She was later named the franchise's first Golden Bachelorette, so she could have another chance at finding her second great love. She sadly lost her husband of over 30 years in 2021 to cancer. Some viewers think she may not be ready to find love again, but Joan has said in several interviews that she's happy with the outcome of the season, though she stopped short of spoiling it. Click here if you want to know how the season plays out. Since her season started airing in September, Joan Vassos has been on a non-stop promotional tour. She recently took a break from being the Golden Bachelorette to take on another role, Grandma. Joan has 4 children and 2 grandchildren. She took to Instagram to share a sweet moment with her grandson. Took a break from being the Golden Bachelorette to be my favorite version of myself. Grandma Aka JoJo, she wrote on a post that included pictures of her and her young grandson. Bachelor Nation fans ate up the sweet moment between JoJo and her sweet grandson. Several fans praised the Golden Bachelorette season, as well as Joan as the lead. Check out some of the best comments. How sweet. I'm so happy you are the Golden Bachelorette. You are beautiful, kind, intelligent, and are representing our age group so well. Hope you end up with a great one. FYI, you're a fantastic bachelorette. An amazing mom and grandma. You are so kind to the men. You also have such a great group of men. Proud of the show for bringing such a great group of men for you. Best job ever. It is the best, isn't it? I aspire to be this cool at your age. This show has hopefully shown ABC that you don't need all the drama for ratings. Really enjoy watching this show. Oh, a precious time for sure. He's so cute. Family is the best. We love both versions. Joan Vassos, the enchanting star of The Golden Bachelorette, captured the hearts of many with her elegance, wisdom, and contagious smile. But as viewers were swept up in the dreamy atmosphere of roses, dates, and picturesque evenings, Joan made an unexpected decision. She took a break. It wasn't a fleeting pause or a momentary retreat, but a deliberate and personal choice that left fans wondering about the special reason behind her departure. What could have prompted Joan to step away from the life-altering opportunity to find love, especially when it seemed like she was on the verge of something magical? As with all great stories, Joan's break was rooted in something deeper, something that touched the very core of who she is as a person. A woman who had faced life's challenges with resilience, Joan's decision wasn't about hesitation or fear of commitment, nor was it about the usual pressures of reality television. It was a rare and poignant reflection of her unwavering dedication to family, self-discovery, and the quest for love that transcended the limelight. Joan Vassos had entered the Golden Bachelorette with the purest of intentions. A widow for nearly a decade, she had spent the years after her husband's passing focusing on her children and grandchildren, always ensuring that they were well cared for. Joan had set aside her own desires, her need for companionship, and her dreams of finding love again. She had been the family's pillar of strength, holding them together through tough times. Yet, as her children grew older and started families of their own, they began encouraging Joan to consider her happiness and pursue love once more. Joining the Golden Bachelorette had been a bold move for Joan, one that felt equal parts thrilling and terrifying. She had always been a private person, not one to put her emotions or vulnerabilities on display. But this was a new chapter in her life, and she wanted to take the leap, not just for herself, but for the women in her generation who believed in second chances. From the moment she stepped out of the limo on night one, Joan exuded grace and charm. The Bachelor, golden-haired and charismatic, was immediately drawn to her quiet confidence and magnetic aura. The other contestants recognized that Joan wasn't just another competitor. She was someone special, someone with a story worth knowing. Their dates were filled with laughter, deep conversations, and a connection that seemed to bloom naturally. But just as Joan's love story seemed to be taking shape, something happened behind the scenes that made her pause. It wasn't a dramatic confrontation or a moment of insecurity. Instead, it was a phone call that would change everything. On the other end of the line was Joan's daughter, Sarah, a young mother of two. Normally upbeat and strong like her mother, Sarah's voice trembled with uncertainty. Her youngest, a 5-year-old girl named Lily, had been feeling unwell for weeks. Doctors had initially dismissed it as a common illness, but after further tests, they had discovered something far more serious, a rare condition that required immediate treatment and surgery. Joan felt the weight of the news settle over her like a heavy fog. In an instant, her priorities shifted. The dream of finding love, the roses, the romantic settings, all of it paled in comparison to her granddaughter's health. As a mother and grandmother, Joan had always placed her family's well-being above all else. And now, with Lily facing an uncertain road ahead, Joan knew that her place wasn't in the glamorous world of television. It was beside her daughter and granddaughter, offering support and love. The decision to leave the show wasn't an easy one. Joan had begun to develop real feelings for The Bachelor, and she sensed that their connection was strong. She also knew that stepping away could mean losing her chance at love, something she had finally allowed herself to hope for after years of grief and solitude. But family came first, as it always had in Joan's life. She couldn't imagine staying on the show while her heart was back home with her daughter and granddaughter, worrying about the outcome of surgeries and treatments. In a heartfelt conversation with The Bachelor, Joan explained her situation. She didn't want to leave things unresolved between them, but she also didn't want to burden him with the uncertainty of when, or if, she would return. The Bachelor, a man of great empathy, understood Joan's decision. He admired her strength and devotion to her family, recognizing that this wasn't the end of their story, but merely a pause. Joan's departure from the Golden Bachelorette was met with an outpouring of support from viewers and fellow contestants alike. Fans admired her for prioritizing her family, and many shared their own stories of similar sacrifices. Joan had become a symbol of resilience and grace, not just in her pursuit of love, but in the way she balanced the complexities of life and relationships. For Joan, the weeks that followed were a whirlwind of hospital visits, consultations with doctors, and sleepless nights spent comforting her daughter and granddaughter. But through it all, she never lost sight of the lessons she had learned on the Golden Bachelorette. She had rediscovered her capacity for love, not just for others but for herself. The show had reminded her that it was okay to dream again, to open her heart to new possibilities, even in the face of uncertainty. Lily's surgery was successful, and her recovery, though slow, was steady. Joan stayed by her side every step of the way, never regretting the decision to take that break. And when the time was right, Joan knew that her journey wasn't over. The Bachelor had left the door open, and Joan, ever the optimist, believed in the power of timing. The special reason Joan Vassos took her Golden Bachelorette break wasn't just about family. It was about love in all its forms. The love of a grandmother for her granddaughter, a mother for her daughter, and a woman for herself. Joan's story was one of hope, resilience, and the belief that sometimes, The greatest love stories are the ones we live every day, with the people who mean the most.